Welcome, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in. This is your August reading. So, before we jump into your reading, I just quickly wanted to let you guys know that for some reason I switched up the thumbnails for such a reading yesterday. And so it said Aquarius, and then, obviously some Aquarius popped up on that reading. I felt really, really strongly connected to it, which I love and appreciate. But it like never happens. Like that type of stuff never really happens. It just happened twice this month in the form of that instead of Taurus August, it said Taurus May. And so I had to switch that around. And then, obviously I had the Sag in the title, and then I switched it up with the Aquarius thumbnail, or it switched it up because I have no idea how that happened. Considering the thing that I check, double check as a Virgo moon. I guess it's just meant to be, because the thing is as well, every single time I wanted to type in August, my brain said October. So I constantly had to be like, no, August. And and so something in me wanted to write down October. So I do really feel that these readings, so far, they've just been different. They're just been different than the regular monthly readings that I'm doing. So I do really feel that this energy, because we are in the middle of a retrograde season, I do feel that this energy is sort of around and lingering, and some aspects that come through in the readings that just have to be looked at in a different way. And so I do really, for some reason, recommend for you guys to watch the Sagittarius reading as well. See if it may resonate in some way, shape, or form. And you guys may have some such energy in your chart somewhere, and that's why it's sort of connecting to you guys, because I don't know, it's something. Aquarius, it's something. Anyways, just don't focus so much on the people that that are maybe Sag. You're like, I don't align with that, like I said, it could be a form, maybe Sag suns will not be resonating with it too much, but maybe the moon and a rising sign. So just take it as it comes. All right, I'm trying to take things as they come, because I had to go out and get a whole different device in order to get these readings out to you guys. So I'm just going with the flow. Okay, anyways, I'm not gonna ramble on and on about it. As I said that, the card just jumped out. It's like, all right, finally. Let's go. All right, let's go, Aquarius. Also, some side note I'm getting for you guys, it's really, 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 really important for you to spend time outdoors in nature, or I don't know, anywhere but your home. All right, anywhere but anyone else's home, anywhere else but indoors, outside. I'll go outside. That's something that I'm continually to get to feel. Every message, it's about being outdoors, meeting someone, getting an epiphany, feeling more peaceful, having more clear-headed space. It's just, you don't even need to do anything. Even if you grab a blanket, lay down in the grass, just look at the sky, see the clouds go by, just be there, all right? In whatever way, shape, form works for you. Maybe you have a cute balcony, spend some time there. Even if it's raining, create something where you can sit outside in the rain and make it a moment. Put on some nice music, drink whatever you feel, like drinking. Maybe it's even a cup of hot tea, like who cares? Or maybe some, chocolate milk, if that's something that you're into, you haven't had it. Put some whipped cream on top of it, like make it a moment, but do it outdoors, all right? Maybe even cook outdoors. Maybe something that you could do as well. It's like, just grab this little, cooking thing that you can use and go outside, do it safely, but like maybe create something nice for yourself outdoors. Like, I don't know what it is, I'm just letting you know that that's something that will be very helpful, and it's very underestimated. Okay, let's see what these cards have. I already know there's gonna be some drama in this, okay? All right, I already know. Five of Pentacles, it happened again. Page of Cups and the Six of Wands. Good. Good. Five of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Six of Wands. I feel like for some of you, you've been going through a cycle of something you really, really needed to learn and awaken within yourself. And it was coming from a form of neglect in whatever shape or form from the outside world. Like people close to you, you know, people a little bit further away, maybe, you know, it's a group of people, whatever shape or form, outside of your sense of self. I felt like it eased down, it calmed down, and then it kind of sort of flared up again with this energy. But it's like almost like a reminiscence. So I feel like it's a lot shorter. It's a lot more, you're a lot more capable of quickly transmuting that energy, and you're showing yourself that every time I feel like, I can breathe, something happens again, and your first response might be to hold your breath, you know, and this tension comes on. But that's just a natural response. I feel like this retrograde season for you guys, it's really about certain memories, certain behaviors, certain cycles coming back in order to show you like you're stronger now. You have overcame already a lot. That doesn't mean we're putting you back in that situation in order for you to experience all these feelings and emotions again. We're just showing you your growth. We're showing you that, yes, now you have different tools available. You can actually transmute certain energy. You can choose where you do not focus your energy towards. It's also like the feeling of feeling loved and appreciated and, you know, careful with the Page of Cups here with that fish, is you keep in that circle, you're creating a very small bubble where that, you know, is given and comes back to you, is given and comes back to you. I feel like that bubble was way too big, and so there was way too much room for people who had no significance even, or no business being there in that bubble. And they continued creating this chaos that was sent out, came back, sent out, came back. And what I'm feeling is that you're creating a much more, I feel like it's smaller, but it's much more manageable and it's much more authentic, much more real. And it used to be something that you looked at thinking, that's not for me. And now actually you're experiencing these changes. You're looking at things in a different way. And it actually brings you a lot more joy. I feel like, especially with this Six of Wands here, it's like your viewpoint changes, and all of a sudden you feel more blessed, you feel more appreciated, you feel more seen, you feel more in alignment with putting in work, seeing results, because your expectations are different, but because a couple of old patterns are being taken away. Like, this is no longer serving me, this behavior, this way of thinking, this needing for this person or needing for that person or needing for this situation or that job or that investment to work, and then I can find that sense of joy, then I can find that sense of bliss, that sense of validation and things like that. It's just so over, I'm hearing over and done with, because this cycle already has proven itself over and over and over and over and over and over again to just continue to be dominated by a sense of neglect with the Five of Pentacles. So for some of you, you may feel a little off, you may feel a little under the weather. That's that retrograde season. It takes away a lot of our energy. Yesterday I had a moment in the car, and I actually had quite an intense day. I had a lot to do, and I was, you know, all over town, and I did a lot of work as well, and it's just a lot of things all at once. And then I think it was around, what was it, 6 o'clock, 6:30. I was driving. I was on my way to the grocery store, and I got so upset with my body for some reason. I was just so tired. Like I was really like, sometimes we get a little tired and then we're like, oh, we could do for a nap, or let me just go to bed because, it's time to go to sleep. But then there's this level of pure exhaustion. Just exhaustion. Just like I slept enough, I ate enough, I did all of this, but I can't keep my eyes open. I can't focus. That energy, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not that old, and I'm like, why do I feel like, so tired? And I got really upset for a little bit with my body. It wasn't really so much out there, but I feel like I wasn't being, let's say, compassionate. It was more in like in a harsh way of like, there's something wrong with me because I shouldn't feel this way. I should be able to do this and do that and not feel this tired and this, depleted basically. And obviously, it's a journey of being an empath and learning how to cope with that in different times. But then I did my groceries and all of that, and I drove away, and I was like, wow. I was just so upset with my own body. I was so mean to my own body for just simply being tired. That's what came in my brain. I was literally had a different viewpoint of like, I just got so mad. I got mad about feeling tired. And the moment where I realized on that cycle and not honoring my energy levels, and we don't always know. Maybe my body's like fighting something off and is really putting a lot of energy there, and I have no fucking clue. But just a little bit of pressure in my jaw and things like that, your lymph and stuff, your lymph nodes, So the moment where I was like, that was actually really unnecessary, and also it's so weird to be mad at yourself for just feeling tired. I was like, that's just weird. How much do we do that without actually stepping, actually just being conscious about it? So the moment I did that, after that, I got this boost of energy. Like all night, I was capable of like getting so much other stuff done. I was, a lot. And I was just so, I was thinking about it, like, it just goes down. But I was like, why does it go down that low? And then comes back up. And so it's like your body is trying to show you something. And I said this, which sign was that? I think maybe it was Gemini's. There was another sign where I was like, or was it Capricorns? I think it was Capricorn, sorry. I think it was Capricorns, where I was talking about how loud of a communication from your body can come. And often like we sort of ignore it. And there's like a lot of communication coming from that. And so there's deeper things to that. But that's all, obviously everybody has their different things. And I just need to meditate on it a little bit when it comes to me and myself. But I did want to integrate it into your reading. Because I was like, we do that a lot. And so when I stopped focusing on the neglect that I felt for my body, like, you're always putting me out in the cold. I want to do this, but then you're tired and it's annoying and I'm not even that old. Why do I feel this old? And it's like, it's not normal to feel like this. And it's like, a lot of focus on what's not there. For me to just really just up close have this conversation with myself, looking at it from a different perspective and instantly seeing the results. Had like a lot of energy after that, like the same day. And no, I didn't do anything. I didn't drink any coffee before I started feeling energetic again. I didn't I actually really didn't do anything. I continued to go on with my day, and then I just got this boost of energy, which I continue to do more and more and more. So yeah, okay, let's move forward away from that. Let's just see what else is coming out. So I feel like there are more messages I want to come through and take a sip. All right. of Swords now. Queen of Pentacles. It's really utterly, I'm hearing, it's utterly exhausting. I don't know that, I mean I know that word, but I never use it. But that's what I'm hearing. It's utterly exhausting. Okay, let's see. Ugh. Do you see? It's almost like we're playing memory at this point. There's 2 Ten of Swords in this deck. 2. You have a couple of cards out. Let me see how many cards I have left. You have both of them. So, you really have to watch your neck, Aquarius. I don't know if it's something you do when you lean forward a lot. But there's some tension right, like you have your neck, then go up, go up, go up. Then you have your, basically the back of your skull almost, which, you know, that bone that connects basically to your jaw. I feel a lot of tension right there. It's only got hit in the head with something, some truth. I already tried to warn you guys about these readings, so just go with it, okay? These readings are quite intense. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It's fine, but it reaches the right people. Here we go. Wow, we have such strong, beautiful, beautiful people. Energies. I mean, in the form of like people coming through. Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, the Temperance. Then we have everything is fine. 8 of Cups, the Devil, and the Knight of Cups. There's so much going on beneath the surface that we just need to clean up first. What is very important, Aquarius, is the only way out of releasing this lower frequency energy is really only true pouring back into yourself. You have to start, well, continue or start, depending on where you're at in your journey, to just pour in more into yourself. More awareness of your own needs. What do you need from you? What can you give to yourself? What does your body need? What does your mind need? What does your soul need? What makes you happy? How do you value yourself? Value your dreams, value your goals, value your visions that you used to have about your future and that you now have about your future. All of that happens and is capable of just happening simply with you. Has nothing to do with any other human being on this planet. It's you. Valuing yourself, treating yourself better. That's not gonna get you any confirmation from the outside world. It's not about that either. It's truly and wholly and fully being committed to yourself, your life, your happiness, your fulfillment, your healing, your awareness, your spiritual journey, your guidance. It's really, really, really important. There's no healing that will come through people appreciating you, people showing up, because that's never eventually going to be stable enough. Because there's a level of instability within you. And so one day something might feel like enough from someone, and the other day it kind of, is suspicious when they offer you the same cup. But it feels like it's suspicious, it feels like it's not authentic, it feels like there's an alternative motive. And it really just depends basically on where you at with yourself. Well, how you feel about yourself that day. So there is some detachment from some not saying when something is on your mind versus maybe going in ham a little bit too much in the moment when you feel it. And then a couple moments after you're like, maybe I could have phrased that a little bit different. And I get it. I mean, in some way, shape, or form, us valuing ourselves make us react stronger towards disrespect, you know, because we're heightened. We're like, are you respecting me? Are you showing me this? Are you showing me that? Are you showing me enough of this? Because I'm coming into my whole new sense of self, and I need this from my surrounding, and I need that from my surrounding, and I deserve this, and I get it. I get that. And it's really hard because you're juggling all of it in the beginning. Just so you know, people don't just change overnight. Just because you're changing your energy doesn't mean that they are gonna change their behavior. Sometimes it comes through over time of continue to establish your boundaries, continue to establish good level of communication, really getting them to understand your needs and your wants that you are just discovering. But sometimes it also meaning that you're gonna have to move away from certain people that you've attracted in a place and time where you weren't valuing yourself on the level that you are going to or that you are right now. And so it brings about this disalignment of treatment. But once again, it has nothing to do with other people. Which it kind of has everything to do with other people. But the healing has nothing to do with other people. Because the thing is, like I said, when you go through that journey and you are committed to that, and you know, it's not a straight road. Like you're gonna have to, you're gonna take a couple steps back here and there. You're gonna maybe fall down, think, what the F am I doing? Why am I even trying to do all of this? And then you feel better about it again, and you go and you go and you go and you continue to invest in yourself. You clear out the space. That by itself is beautiful, you know? And then, yeah, like I said, it could heighten, you know, intensify an energy within you where you're more like, you know, boundaries. You're not doing this anymore, and I don't want this anymore, and I get it. Like you're kind of sort of in 7 of Wands energy, like, you know, ready for a fight to protect what you just gained. I get that. But that's not the end destination. Because the thing is that you're then continuing to move forward upon that individual journey, and you're first removing and releasing, and you know, and it is good to protect that space within yourself. That's good, you know. If there are a couple of people around where you have to be like this, oh no, oh yeah, just add another sword, everything is fine. Okay, I get it, you know. Then it's hard to, you know, be here. But the thing is, at one point when you continue that journey and you kind of come to the other side of things, your needs and wants, then again, from that different, you know, coming from the middle into, you know, more of like the end destination a little bit, your energy is not all about protecting anymore, because you understand that nobody can take nothing away from you as long as you just stay grounded within yourself. There's also a lot less that you need from anyone else when you are coming out of the middle and into like more of the end destination of this, like at the end of the tunnel of that healing journey, and that coming into a sense of self. So with that, already you feel a lot less like you have to put up a battle and protect. Your energy also doesn't really leave room, so a couple of people will remove themselves from you. That is nothing personal. That's nothing like you're not supposed to become this beautiful independent sense of self. You are, but sometimes people are just in our lives for certain seasons in order to play a role, in order for us to learn the lesson more in depth of how we're coming out of a certain space and, you know, meeting ourselves at the end of the tunnel. So that's okay. They move on, they start playing that role for other people, and that's all good. That holding on too tightly with the devil energy, feeling like, no, but we have soul contracts, we need to stay together forever, okay? This person needs to be in my life forever, and I just have to deal with it. No, you do not. But I understand the feeling that you feel that way, and that we all think that way sometimes. It's nothing personal. But once again, the advice is to let it Go, move forward. You're not moving away, you're moving towards something, which is understanding the balanced sense of self. Once again, the Sagittarius card. All right, so what I said at the end of the tunnel, right? Feeling a lot less like you have to put up a fight in a battle to protect that space, because you already know that nobody truly can take anything away from you when you don't give them that power. But that's a journey. That's where you get at one point. So what grows as well at the end of the tunnel, and you have a lot more clarity, is your compassion for the people that you used to fight, right? For and you come more in like a calmer sense of waters. You don't really feel like you need to, like I said, protect yourself or defend yourself, but at the same time, the space grows for the other person, and the patience that when you truly see things from a different perspective, you can see that all they're doing is as well just running in circles themselves, within themselves. And so sometimes we then become a form of a leader and a teacher, and we can actually send them into the beginning of their own journey, and they may also as well on their own terms find their way to the other side of the tunnel and then meet you there. But sometimes that's not our role. But the anger that you feel for someone not being capable of giving you that level of respect and validation and giving you that neglect, it just takes on a different form, and therefore it's much less heavy. It's much less dominant. It's much less paralyzing you in this journey, holding you hostage almost. You see, you have the Eight of Cups with the Devil, and here is the Knight of Cups, and here you are. This is not a person who's trying to like attack or protect or run away from or run towards. It's just like, no. Like, I understand my heart. I understand that I bring things to the table. And this cup is filled with things I just had over. Like, I just have this because I have plenty. You know, we spoke about this as well a little bit last month. But I did want to signify because this is the retrograde season. So this will take a couple of loops, okay, for you guys. It's nothing to fear, because every single time it puts you closer into this position. The Queen of Pentacles, beautiful, you know, independent, understanding her worth, understanding her own skills, is capable of, you know, taking a dollar in a dream and manifesting something beyond that. But the Empress already has arrived at such a certain level where she doesn't have to, you know, prove herself. She doesn't really have anything to prove. It's like she's really established there. And it's fruitful. So you start to see the fruits coming from this journey. And then you're able to actually fill your own cups with something that you've created. Something that you gave yourself. Something that nobody can take away, because it's you giving it to yourself. Nobody is like, oh, here you go. You want it, Aquarius? Oh, I'm going to take it away. Oh, there you go. Oh, I'm taking it away. And every time it leaves you with this form of like half full, you know, lacking energy when they decide to give it to you. It's done. It's over with. That doesn't mean we have to push everything away. But finding your grounding there takes time, you know. All right, let's clean up this mess a little bit. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Yep. First you felt like you were just like underneath the wheel, just having to carry the entire world and the pressure and trying to get yourself up. But you're moving towards here. It's like now you can just be. Now you can just sit there, relax, enjoy the view. Everything that goes down, like everything goes up, must come down, and vice versa. As above, so below. Three of Pentacles. Much better. Like I said, like you have the ability to take on a couple of forms with this, because I feel like you guys are here. It's like teaching others, sharing with others, and therefore giving more meaning to this healing journey of your own. But you also have the ability to come out on the other side of the tunnel and just let everybody feel lost on the other end, you know. Eventually, you guys are humanitarians. Eventually, no one wins here. You have to understand that, yeah, you can keep 5 of these swords that you've gained from other people and use it against them, or it can let you learn so much, move beyond it, and transform it into something that actually gives you meaning in life, gives lives meaning and fulfillment and purpose. You're giving this purpose not by becoming the 5 of Swords, not by using the swords against other people and back and forth and back and forth. This is my, feel good in a moment, but this eventually is just going to take away more from you. So, Three of Pentacles, much better position. Justice, balance. We have a jumper. I'll get it in a sec. Beautiful. Justice, 8 of Pentacles. Maybe it's important that you focus on one sec. Ooh, that's a lot of cards, Aquarius. Let's just not do that right now. Once your mind gets stuck here, it just comes with everything. It feels like a water flow of, stored overthinking and thoughts and things running through your mind and memories and feelings and all of this. So, yeah, juggling that here and there. You go back and forward, but that's okay. You don't have to. Like I said, it's not linear. It's not like just one straight line and we just keep taking one step at a time. It's just not the way it goes. Okay, you have Judgment. Whoa, we're already at 33. Damn. Judgment, the Magician, the Page of Swords, the Two of Wands. I do not watch the time at all. Okay. The Hermit, of course. Of course, Aquarius, we have the Hermit card showing up. The 8 of Pentacles is here. The 8 of Pentacles with the Hermit. It came out together. Once again, balance. Because there is this energy within you where you are taking a moment to rest in your own space. You're taking a moment to work and focus on your own things in your own space. And then there's this moment where you just completely become trapped in your mind between those 4 balls. And those are the moments where you need to go outside. Once again, connect with nature. When you find your mind racing and overthinking and the feelings overflow, that's the moment you want to retreat. That's the moment where you don't want to go outside anymore, but you're going to have to. Okay, I'm not telling you what to do, but they're literally saying, like, you're gonna have to get fresh air into that brain, into those lungs, into that bloodstream. You can see beyond. Do not focus on, I don't want to be around other people, I don't want to see other people. Don't focus on other people. You don't need to go and see other people. In that state, I do not recommend being around a lot of people either. So find ways that work for you. Maybe if you have a car, you can drive somewhere that's near where you know now it's kind of always peaceful. Even if you sit inside your cars with the doors, with the windows and doors open a little bit, put some music on, and just connect. To be outside of that space that is very beautiful, very nurturing. You can really grow and thrive inside that space, but sometimes it attacks you, and that's not good. Okay, so Page of Swords, Two of Wands. Taking that time to understand the difference between reacting and, like I said, trying to protect, or actually looking beyond the situation and taking a moment. Because with the Two of Wands, you already know where you want it to go. You have a certain goal with a certain conversation. But to look at different ways of approaching a situation is key. Sometimes it takes some time. Sometimes you feel the same way the next day. But take some time to review all the options with the Two of Wands. I'm also hearing there's no such thing as a quick fix. I don't know who I'm channeling. These words are hilarious. There's no such thing. That's the way of saying it. As a quick fix. Alright. Judgment and the Magician. I love it. You really are being like spiritually guided up on this journey. Wow. Okay, now that's definitely it for today. You have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. One of the best cards in the entire deck with the 6 of Swords. And then you have the beautiful star card now. Aquarius. If that ain't no way to end a reading. Coming up and showing up as a star card. Your highest sense of self. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love this. 6 of Swords, 10 of Cups, star card. The true definition of peace, true definition of happiness, fulfillment, connection, love, abundance, help is something that's on the other side of the tunnel. You're doing the work, you're on the road. So I really love this energy, Aquarius. Me too. I understand there's a lot, but beautiful. So say honor your sensitivity. Honor it. Like I said in the beginning, right? I did not honor my sensitivity. I did not honor my body. I did not honor my energy cycles. They're asking you retreat, to recharge, and to heal. Your light can support others. Didn't I just say that? Archangel Michael be like, At the end of the tunnel, what did I see? When you come into the light, you may or may not be able to guide others on their journey as well. And what I said as well, having the chance to go about this as the 5 of Swords, sticking them where it hurts with the things that they done to you, or actually letting it put you in a position where you can teach others, which brings you emotional happiness and fulfillment, which takes away the weight of the past. You are manifesting this. We are the manifestors of our own reality, Aquarius. And I always say this to you guys. You guys are one of the most powerful manifestors in the entire zodiac sign cycle family. You guys have the biggest struggle with overcoming your own mind and the Saturn ways of structure and pressure and things like that. But at the same time, when you free those parts in your mind and are no longer falling almost like victim to it, there's nothing you guys can manifest. There's this realist within you guys that blocks it. But it doesn't mean you can overcome those challenges. With the Six of Swords, what I love about this is that the last six swords, you know, which represents the mind, it's like it's coming to a much more peaceful state again. So that's where you're heading. That's what the goal is. You just want to feel more peace within. So once again, this happiness, this energy all happens outdoors. You see? All outdoors. So don't put too much limitations on, you know, oh, what if this happens? Or what if I don't have this on me? And what if there is this there and that there? Like, you'll figure it out. Saying retreat to recharge and heal. It's very important. Right, Aquarius, I'm gonna leave it at here because I don't know, I've been almost here for 45 minutes. Crazy. Doesn't matter. Okay, you guys have to wait for it. So I love you, appreciate you. I'll be back soon, and have a beautiful month of August. Okay, enjoy a little bit of that 7th house energy, and you do have a new moon coming into your 7th house, and so prepare for, make space for those relationships to take on new forms, and for yourself as well, because I feel like the beginning of the month, especially with your full moon, was more and more about what doesn't fit, what doesn't feel good. And I do feel that with this, you know, that 7th house new moon, I feel like you have much more perspective of what would fit you, what would you appreciate in people, what type of people do you feel connected to, and I feel like you're opening up towards it, and you're manifesting more and more people in your life that take on those qualities. So set those intentions on the 16th. Also, we have the 8A portal going open in a couple hours. Well, I think it's like 48 hours or something. So that's one to look out for as well when it comes to manifestation and setting your intentions. And right at the edge of the end of August, we have a 2nd house. A 2nd house full moon for you guys. But Mercury will be retrograding at the end of the month, so no big shifts and changes. Just explore. Exploring it. Okay? I'm gonna sign out now because I can go on and no. Okay. Bye, Aquarius. Bye.